state level is individuals who have decided, just like they did pre-Civil War, that they're sort of fed up with the federal government. They're not going to use the constitutional vehicles to change government, so we're just going to ignore the federal government. And that's unlawful. That's what started the Civil War. That's treason as far as I'm concerned.
So it sounds to me like you're threatening the reps. It sounds like you're threatening the reps.
I'm saying act lawfully. Act lawfully. Don't like the law, change the law. So we're just going to ignore the federal government, and that's unlawful. That's what started the Civil War. That's treason as far as I'm concerned.
So it sounds to me like you're threatening the reps. It sounds like you're threatening the reps.
I'm saying act lawfully. Act lawfully. Don't like the law, change the law.
Do this or I will hurt you. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's what it sounds like to you, but I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
How so?
Yeah, Chris is honest.
Act lawfully.
How did the Democrats, what violent measures have they perpetrated onto the people, the Democrats?
Oh, I consider a tax to be a violent thing because it's it's backed by
outside the door.
It's backed by the use of force ultimately, if need be.
By Democrats.
By both
Republicans
parties,
who want
both
to
parties.
Create a militia and allow us to
carry
an AK-47 into the State House, but we can't carry a sign on a paint stick.
I've been trying to get them to stop that militia thing. But
I mean,
I think I agree with you. That's she's interesting too. But I agree with you. That's a terrible idea to have the government army in New Hampshire that's taxpayer funded, in addition to the one we've already got in Washington.
Well, my question is, you're a libertarian. Don't tread on me. My question to you would be, when did we become so selfish? I have a 26-year-old son with Down syndrome, and I've been told by other flag-waving, don't tread on me libertarians, not my problem, as you said earlier, that he's my problem. So let me ask you this, where is the sense of community? Do you just not care about the community that you live in? Do you not care about people with disabilities, people who are mentally ill, the sick? So what would happen if you had a child with a disability and you weren't making a lot of money, so you were forced to stay home and take care of this kid? Well, I have my own small business. I'm struggling. If the budgets are cut, then what am I going to do? He lives on his own independently. He pays taxes, he's paying rent, he frequents downtown establishments. So you want to take all that away and have him isolated in his room. So maybe you're saying, no. Well, that's what other libertarians have told me. Not my problem. I don't want one dime of my taxpayer to go to you and your son. So what I'm saying to you is then he won't pay taxes, he won't live on his own, he will not be a contributing member to society. So maybe what Representative Hardy said about sending him to Siberia and letting him die is the way libertarians feel? I'm asking you that question.
Not me.
So I guess I'm perplexed then, is what is absolutely no government, not my problem? Where did that come from?
I don't know that that's what we're talking about. I think what's happening right now is they're trying to make a budget that's going to be about the same as the 2009 budget. I mean, is that the Dark Ages?
Well, it is the Dark Ages.
Not that I'm defending all budget. I can't. But
a good point that Chris and the other representatives made tonight is it's all about cuts. It's all about cuts, but it's not about revenue. When are we going to wake up in this state and the only fair tax is an income tax? The more you make, the more you pay. The less you make, the less you pay. But no, we have a statewide property tax so that if you're retired or you're on a fixed income, well, tough patooties, you got to sell your house and move out.
But I can speak. I want to answer his question on tape real quickly about the whole idea of going back to 2009. Let's take the argument that's currently being offered to its logical extreme, right? People don't agree that the state spending should creep up. Okay, I get that. All right, I'm all for that. Hey, I don't want to pay any more taxes than I have to either, right? I'm with you. I get that. I pay taxes. But let's take that argument in an abstract to its logical extreme. Let's say that we should freeze government spending at 2011 levels forever. Well, what would happen? Well, costs go up. In the real world, things cost more over time.
Egypt people is very nice, and if the Egypt people take my advice, they will strike down the one-party state they fear. But that had better not happen here, 'cause we know that everything would fall apart if the city of Keene, New Hampshire starts to listen to the malcontents at Free Keene. and sort of kind of cut spending, 'cause the government needs some expensive things like the wasteful 34 West building and the boondoggle jail where we put hat wearers and other people who could be considered swearers. Freaking.com.